an investment company. That's who Aegon is. As of 2015, Aegon replaced Generali on a list too big to fail. Guys, do you know what that means? Our company is listed too big to fail. According to the global financial system, not the US economy, global financial system, we are too big to fail. These are some impressive stats you want to be dropping when you're talking to people, right? On top of it, in 2007, Aegon bought Merrill Lynch. A lot of people know Merrill Lynch. Well, guess what? Aegon bought their investment arm. Look at the price, 1.3 billion with a B, which was an excess surplus of 425 million. They give them surplus of 425 million. Talk about being wealthy. More strengths and credibility. Now let's look at Transamerica. You know, I was talking to a client today and I said, before I even knew that I would work for this company or with this company, I had my 401k with Transamerica. Most hotels have their 401k with Transamerica. So I've had my 401k with Transamerica. I'm familiar with this company, Transamerica. Transamerica is based in San Francisco, and they have been around for 100 years. #1 company for women financial advisor. That is a super big deal because in the traditional financial world, you don't see women sitting at the top, right? And Transamerica generates 2/3 of Aegon revenue. They have over 16 million policies in force. That's a lot of people protected. #1 term life insurance by Forbes magazine. We're not writing these things ourselves, right? These are reputable companies. And we're also the #1 selling IUL in 2021, just last year. Let's talk about WFG. WFG now is in Duluth, Georgia. They are the distribution platform. The same way how you guys go on Orbitz, Travelocity, Expedia, and you can shop air, hotel, car, cruise, all that stuff. Guess what? WFG is the same thing for the financial industry, right? They have back office support, 300 employees. So we don't have to worry about payroll and all this stuff that goes behind with running a large organization. They take care of the back support. They work with over 70 top financial companies. How does these companies get on our platform? WFG is the one that facilitates it. Both parties come together, they have their legal team come together, and they make an agreement to get on our platform, right? Over 52,000 licensed agents across North America. And we generate about 2/3 revenue for Transamerica. Guys, this is not no small mom and pop operation. As of 2021, June last year, look at the stats again. We've helped over 299 clients. 299,000 clients. We've protected 299,000 clients last year. And over 225,000 individuals came on board. These are people who are looking for opportunities. People who want to change their lives, people who want to make more money. 225,000 people came on board as of last year. The numbers are higher today because people are still unemployed. People still don't want to go to a job in an office setting. You know, we did a career day last week and One of my business partners could not even enter the school building because she's not vaccinated. That just goes to show how many people are still not vaccinated and they refuse to go back to work. Some teachers have opted to give up because they don't want to be vaccinated. I say all of that to say some people are looking for opportunities because they don't want to go back to their job setting. And these are some of the amazing companies that's on our platform that we have access to. So when we sit with a client, we can pick one of these companies that are all A-rated on our platform. And guess what? Sometime somebody's going to ask you, who writes your check? Who pays you? Is it the premium that we're taking from the client? No, it's not the premium that we're taking from the client that's going to pay us. These companies that's on our platform that we distribute their services, they're the one that pays us. Those 77 different companies. As you distribute their services and products, they pay us. So our core focus is first, we're going to educate families about money. We're going to educate families how to save, grow, and protect their money. Because honestly, we don't know. We don't know. We get a job, we put money in our 401k, and we think we're good. So, when was the last time any financial institution approached you guys and showed you the difference between simple interest and compound interest? What if someone say, what do we do? Because you're going to get asked, what do you do? Right? When is the last time someone asked you, or the last time you were educated on how to grow your money, guarantee never to lose? Guys, your 401k is not guaranteed never to lose. Your 403b is not guaranteed never to lose. Even crypto coins is not guaranteed never to lose. We are showing people accounts and putting them in financial strategies that is guaranteed never to lose. That is a big deal. That's what we do. When you and I sit with a family and you help a family save, grow, and protect their money, you can sleep good at night knowing 100% their principal is guaranteed. They will never, ever lose money with us. That's what we do, right? Do you understand how much insurance can become the best source for tax advantage retirement? A lot of people have debt insurance. They pay for something, and when they die, their family get the money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you know better options where you don't have to die to get the money, that's what we do. We're going to show people how to have tax advantage on their retirement income. And most people don't know about these options. We're going to educate them. Or when was the last time you were educated on some of these financial concepts? Concepts like the rule of 72. Concept like tax now, tax later, tax advantage. Or what is fixed, variable, or index? What is the dime method? What is a wealth formula? I never even heard of these concepts prior to coming on board. How do you build wealth? We're going to teach families these concepts. Because you know what? Here's some more alarming stats. Why you guys are in the best industry. The current challenge we need, financial education. We need it. 12.4 billion with a B is excess fees that people are paying to the banks for bounce check and overdraft fees. So that tells us we're not educated about our money and we don't have enough money. Because if the check is bounced and we're doing overdraft, we don't have. So guess who's capitalizing on that? The banks. 12.4 billion. What about the person that has 100,000, 50,000, 20,000? Is there help for them? No. There's help for the wealthy. A lot of help for the wealthy. JP Morgan, Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, all of these guys, they're looking after the wealthy, $250,000 and above. So if you don't have $250,000 and above, you're not even going to get the type of information to grow your money. And 63% of us Americans cannot afford to deal with a $500 emergency. We got to make more money, y'all. We got to make more money. There's also lack of advisors. The average advisor, financial advisor, is about 55-year-old. They're on their way out. They're done. And even if they stayed in for another 5 years, the solutions and the products that they knew back then is not going to be applicable to today because times have changed. There's better products today. So even if you were saying, I have a financial advisor, 55, come on. What does he know about what's happening today? Right? It's different products. And 74% of us, we want to work with a purpose. We want to have a career that we feel matters. So some people are just going to a job because it's a paycheck. But what if you could go because it's a paycheck, but you really love your job and what you're doing matters? 74%, guy. So our biggest strength is to educate people first. We want to educate American families, one family at a time. And we have the best marketing tool to do this, relationship marketing. Another strength that we have is that we can develop your own distribution agency. Your license is just the first start. With that license, you can create your distribution agency. And with this distribution agency that you have the opportunity to create, now you're going to receive commissions. You're going to receive profit. We get paid twice a week, every Tuesday and every Friday. Y'all, I have never heard this prior to coming on board. Who gets paid 8 times per month? Which company pays 8 times per month, every Tuesday and every Friday? That's mind-boggling, right? On top, we get bonuses, we get royalty and asset under management if you have your securities license. What a powerful way to earn multiple sources of income in one business. Some people have to find 2-3 jobs to get multiple sources of income. Here you got one business and you have multiple streams of income in that one business. So now let's look at some most successful distribution. We have McDonald's, Starbucks, Airbnb, Uber, Walmart, Amazon. These are all distribution platforms. But guess what? WFG is the same thing. We're a distribution platform for financial products. And you've been given a chance to build your own distribution platform where there's a huge need and a huge demand and it's highly paid. You guys, your license will pay you more than your job. Wrap your head around that. Your license will pay you more than your job, right? By creating your own agency, let's say you have 10 licenses in your agency. That can pay you passive income of about $100,000 per year. Or if you have a mid-sized agency of about 20 licensed agents, that's $250,000 passive, guys. And if you have a big agency of about 30 licenses, that's about $400,000. So you can build an agency here, help a lot of families with their finances, and also give a lot of people an opportunity to make extra income. And the more licensed agents you and I have, the more passive income we make. Your job will never pay you passive. You could stay at your job for 30-something years. You will never get nothing passive. It's a paycheck, and it's an active paycheck. Active. You got to act to get it. Nothing passive with a job. So, what are the next steps? Every Monday, we want to make sure we're attending training. This same Zoom, every Monday, 9 p.m. Do not miss training. You want to make sure you're communicating with your trainer every day. Schedule your license. Even if you start today, schedule your license exam date. Why? If you know you're going on a trip, when are you going to buy your ticket? You need to buy the ticket first. Same thing here. If you're studying for your license and you want to get your license next month, you got to set your date. Schedule an exam date. Because now when you schedule an exam date, you know, I got to study. I got to put in these hours because I want to go X date. We have tons of resources to help you guys pass your license. We have boot camp. I believe the next boot camp is this coming Sunday or the 20, whatever the date is. If someone can drop the link for the boot camp, get in the boot camp. It's going to help you. There's study groups. All of these are going to help you. When I first started 5 years ago, there was no boot camp. There was no study group. I had to study on my own. And that's okay. But some people, you know, fortunate for you guys, today we have all these extra resources where you could get in a group or you could study on your own, but still get in a group just to discuss or better understand the material so you can pass. And if you fail, it's okay. Because as I said earlier, adversity and challenges is a good thing in this business. Adversity and challenges is a good thing in this business. It makes you better. It makes you stronger. It builds your character. So even someone like myself who's a professor, I failed 3 times. Do you know what I did to my psyche? But guess what? I went right back. I went right back and I was so determined because I'm like, no, I'm too smart. I got to go back. But the first time I failed, I almost stayed down. And thank God my trainer called me and she said, no, Odetta, you failed because you didn't study. You took it for granted. You just think because you're a professor, you could just go and wing it. No, you got to study this stuff. So if you go 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and you fail, it's okay. Go back. You going the first 2 or 3 times and failing is preparing you to pass the next time. So everybody make sure you schedule your exam date. Even if you started this week or last week, get a date. And now with that date on the calendar, it's going to give you that momentum to study because you know you got to go for a date. And if you're getting closer to that date and you're not ready, it's okay. You could always push it back for an extra couple of days or a week. But schedule your exam date and get in the boot camp or the study group. You will also want to start getting your field training because you don't want to get your license next month and the license is looking at you like, here I am, and you don't know what to do with the license. So you want to have appointments set up. Lock arm with your trainer. Set up 3 appointments in the next 7 days. Set up 3 appointments. Those appointments is going to show you firsthand what we do for family, how important it is. Because when you get your license, these are the things you're also going to be doing. So this is your field training. Let me come relay that to a job. You start a job today, they may have you shadow somebody else that's already working there because you got to learn this new stuff. Same thing here. Even people who come from a financial background, they come from a bank, they come with their whatever license, they still got to learn our system. They got to learn our products, right? And how are you going to learn that? by field training. So set up 3 appointments in your first 7 days so you can practice what's known as 117. So what is 117? That is you getting your first business partner, your first account, which can be your own account because you want to be a product of the product you want to own. I have 4 IUL. I was happy to save money. Once they show me that stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready to get one. Can I get one? And every year as I made more money, I got more. So practice 117. You want to get a business partner. You want to get an account, which could be your own strategy, your own financial strategy, because you cannot tell somebody go save or invest if you're not saving and investing. And you want to do this in your first 7 days. This way you're fast starting, you're learning the system, you're applying, and you're getting your field training out the way, right? So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Vanna. I hope you guys took a lot of notes. And listen, this is why you never want to miss training, because you may need to see this a couple more times so it comes second nature to you. When people say, hey, what do? You could say what we do. When people say, what's the name of your company? How long you been around? You could say, hey, Aegon been around for 178 years. You know, we're one of the 9 companies in the world too big to fail. Transamerica has been around for 100 years. Who you kidding, girlfriend? We the bomb.com. So thank you guys so much. And I'm going to turn it back to Vanna.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Odetta, for a great introduction. I really love the way that you put everything together. And you know what?